new mission leak, Warbond, and Helldivers anniversary. All in today's video, Helldivers, so grab a hot cup of liberty and let's dive right into the video. As you know guys, we are drawing closer to the 1 year anniversary of Helldivers 2 on February 8th, which begs the question, are we going to see something big update wise for this event? There is a ton going on with the game at the moment, with the gloom to the black hole and even the jet brigade returning. So yeah, there is so much going on right now, even with the space-time fluctuation indicator, and the speculation in the community to what is coming our way is just all over the place at the moment. News is dropping left, right and center, as well as many leaks. So yeah, the hype is real. We got a new briefing recently, and yes, the Jet Brigade is back in full force, which we have to liberate the designated planet and destroy the automaton Jet Brigade factories pretty much once again. Not a long major order, this is quite a small time frame, which really should not be an issue. Man, I thought we showed those bots who's boss, but it seems they have came knocking once again. Intel from the staging grounds for the automaton Jet Brigade on Chuhi has finally been deciphered, and the source of the violent unit identified, the factories that produce the robotic marauders, is located on Chort Bay. Now the rest of this is just basically saying the Jet Brigade have returned, and as the Illuminate arrived, this gave the bots time to reorganize themselves and come back 2 times stronger. Honestly man, these bots just don't stop coming. We need to send them back to hell once again for like the 10th millionth time. Let me know in the comments, are you surprised the Jet Brigade have returned once again? What's really confused many of us though is this message right here. Long range imagery of Chorts Bay has confirmed the presence of Jet Brigade factories on its surface. However, no jetpack augmented units have been spotted on the planet. It is possible they have not yet managed to rebuild their force in any significant capacity. Yes, this is super confusing. I'm guessing once this major order ends they will appear, or maybe at some point during this time frame they will come out of the woodworks. Now moving forward, one thing I want to mention quickly is these bad boys. Yes, the Iron Legion. We have not really seen anything related to the arrival of this sub-faction. Funny enough, this was leaked ages ago, and we have seen chromatic bots from time to time. We saw some of these models when the Jet Brigade first made an appearance. However, there has been massive conversations to when we will see these appear. Some thought from Liberty Day, as I did, others Christmas. As I just said, these were leaked a very long time ago, and a lot of us thought as the Jet Brigade made an appearance that we would see the Iron Legion appear at some point, but as of right now, they are literally nowhere to be seen. So could the return of the Jet Brigade have some sort of relation to the Iron Legion? That's the big question. Now onto the space-time fluctuation, because a player noticed some mad things happening. It seems the indicator has gotten a lot stronger. So what could this mean? As you can see, he shows the difference between both January 30th versus January 27th. It's already sped up quite a bit, and this is just making a lot of us feel really uneasy. I think personally, as we draw closer to February 8th, the anniversary of Helldivers 2, we may see something huge from Arrowhead, either new enemies for the Illuminates, as Ironsights has leaked this for such a long time now, or maybe the gloom expanding. And so far, the guys at the studio are really making us think so many different things right now. It's really mental. Something interesting that's worth mentioning is apparently you could not warp to the black hole for a short time period. News alert, Meridia's warp link has been cut off. Now this begs the question, is this due to the gloom, or is something more happening on the other end of that wormhole? This tells us though Arrowhead are working on something as of right now, and I think we know what it will be. We know Arrowhead, you know, we know, you know. I really hope we get the new Illuminate fleet on the anniversary of Helldivers. I mean, it makes sense with the story right now, or even perhaps the Hive Lord, since obviously the gloom is expanding. I mean, who would not want to fight the Hive Lord in the gloom? I mean, sign me up for that. And also another has been cut off. So something fishy is definitely going down for sure. As it says here, alert, Meridia's warp link to Chrismica has been cut off. I am not sure if this has been updated. I think personally Klendarth or maybe a different planet is going to warp through the black hole. That's just my speculation, and it's probably going to most likely be the Illuminate's homeworld. I won't go over it right now fully, but Iron Sights did leak that planet, Klendarth, if that's how you say it, and it was linked to the Illuminate originally. There was obviously speculation and talks that this was going to be a completely blacked out planet, so if this is 100% true, it will be interesting for sure. This also has relation to the new leaked Warbond we are going to discuss later in this video, so make sure you stick around for that. Fighting the Illuminate in the dark is going to be insane, especially if new enemies appear that have mind control and hallucinogenic effects. Yes, that's going to be mental. Iron Sights did actually leak this as well some days ago. Widow's Harbour, which looks absolutely terrifying. This may be another Illuminate planet. It could actually be the one that appears from the black hole instead of Klendarth. I really hope I'm saying that right. Now, someone on Reddit did put up a really in-depth post on all of this, and he makes a really good point. I interrupt this video to say, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe for managed democracy. No, not managed communism. Go away, Vlad. No one wants you here, Vlad. Go away. Yeah, go away. You'll also save a child's life from the automatons, so win-win. Something serious is happening with the Illuminate. Data coming through the API about space-time fluctuations has started flipping out, and they are summoning Meridia back through the wormhole. Personally, I do think maybe it's possible we could get Klendarth or some other planet warp through this wormhole. Maybe it is the Illuminate's homeworld, which has been leaked for such a long time now, and this is where we could see the new fleet of enemies appear from. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to me. Everything as of right now is obviously pointing in this direction. Yes, we have obviously the gloom expanding, which could suggest new bug variants, and we also have obviously the jet brigade, but with all of this information, I think it's pointing towards a new fleet of Illuminates. That's just my opinion. We will have to wait and see. Moving on to mods and crossovers. If you enjoy modding Helldivers 2, you will love this. Now, I do not know where this came from, however, I got it sent to me by a friend. If anyone knows who posted this, please let me know in the comments. But this is honestly really awesome. It just shows us endless possibilities on what the crossovers could do for the game. This is in regards to a Warhammer Dreadnought exosuit, and it looks badass. I mean, Arrowhead did say the crossovers need to fit the lore with the game, but I think this mod just visually demonstrates this could work if done right. I think this design is really well made, and I know Warhammer Space Marine is not really on the list for crossovers, but this shows us and Arrowhead the massive potential with these ideas. Drop a comment below for managed democracy. Would you like a Warhammer crossover? On that note, Shams responded to a player who asked essentially if we could see a first person mode feature, which does sound absolutely awesome. Shams Georgiani, we have so much stuff in the pipeline. We're not only working on the next release, but the next and then next, and we constantly discuss different options back and forth. And for those who've been around, they keep the memories of all of the stuff that was planned but didn't happen or changed. It's really hard to keep track of small details like that, my friend. Now, this sounds really amazing, and I think a first person feature would be really cool in the game. But I wish if that was to come, they'd work on it to be a bit more smoother. Of course, the game is not meant to be played in first person all the time. However, I do believe first person mode would change some way to how it is currently. It's not clunky, and it is enjoyable, obviously. But if I were to play Helldivers in first person, I would expect it to feel more smoother and fluent. Now moving on to big leaks by Iron Sights. These are mental, okay, mental guys, and I really hope this is in store for the next update. This is based on a new objective, including a vehicle. We have seen vehicle objectives leaked before. This was early in 2024 when we first saw vehicles spoken of, including a rover mission, but we have not seen an objective related to a vehicle for a long time. Of course, missions is what players want more of, so I'm really glad Arrowhead are introducing more playable content. Iron sights, leak, cargo container objective. Not much information on this at the moment, but there is an objective code named cargo container, which has you calling in a pelican that drops a cargo container. There is also a vehicle linked to this objective that has the name cargo car. It's unknown what the container is used for, but I suspect we will be capturing and transporting something to and from the container. Now, this is super great to hear because now we have a rover. I'd love to be able to do more missions utilizing either our vehicle we currently have or something completely different in general. And something as simple as transporting cargo may sound generic, but it's new missions, it will spice up the gameplay, and this is what most of the player base wants. You know, as I said, playable content. Drop a comment below, would you like more missions utilising vehicles? The last leak I want to mention right here is the new Warbond, because apparently PlayStation leaked it again. Yes, well done PlayStation. Well done again. So yes, it seems PlayStation has gone and done it all over again. If this is true, I hope it is something to do with the illuminate, which if it isn't, then obviously there's a massive missed potential there. However, this stealth Warbond could mean a few things. Number one, we may get a planet that's completely blacked out, like the leak suggested ages ago. Number two, the start of weapon customization with silencers. Or number three, just a standard Warbond with a stealth theme. I personally hope it is all three. Silencers with weapon customization, illuminate inspired, stealth Warbond. That's what I hope it really is. As always, for Managed Democracy, let me know below your thoughts. I personally think we could see this Warbond announced on Tuesday, or perhaps sometime after this major order. Thank you so much for watching. You Helldivers are legends. Until next time, go and conquer the galaxy for Managed Democracy, and I will see you in the next video.